Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orange County. What's the deal, man? I believe we are live right now. And like I said, man, it's been a minute. I believe this is the first live that we've done of the year 2026. So I wanted to start it off with a banger. So I brought my boy the Tough Gym in the building. Say what's up to the people, dog.
What up, what up, what up? What's cracking? Here we are. We're ready to start this live. We are in the beautiful city of Santana right now. You could smell the gunshots. You could smell the hood. You could
Damn.
smell everything. The only thing I can't understand is what does this guy have on his hair, man? He needs to put a hat on, dude. Come on, man.
Damn,
What
like that? What's wrong? What's wrong with my hair?
Come on, man. Can you guys zoom in on this guy's hair?
That's crazy. Right away, we getting into it like
I
that.
had to get it out of the way. Now,
Hold on. What do you got under here, bro?
I got no hair, so I'm hating. I'm bald. I got no. I'm a hater. I'm a hater.
That's why you got to tattoo your hairline. And you got to get it tattooed on and shit.
I had a tattoo, yes, but trust me, I wouldn't be rocking no. What is that called?
This is called the Juice Unlock, man. This is called the In Touch with My Roots, the Mayan cut. This is the Mayan cut.
Nobody used to call it the Mayan cut till Foosgonewild brought that out, and then after that, everyone was like, "I got the Mayan cut." No, fool, you had the Edgar cut.
Damn,
Edgar cut, but
like
it's dope.
that?
It's gold.
But you not fucking with the Edgars or what?
I love the Edgars. I love them all.
What you got against the Edgars, bro?
No, I don't got nothing against the Edgars. I love them. I just don't know where they got the haircut from. The Aztec, right? That's where they got it from. Whatever happened to just being pelon? Pelon was the way to go back in my era, the 90s, right? Just shave it. But now, you know.
That gives a bad look, bro. Look, what if I was right here with a shaved head and shit? I'd be looking all G'd up and shit. I probably wouldn't get no sponsorships. Nobody would be.
What's wrong with
nobody
that
would be
look?
trying.
What's wrong with that look?
Well, you look like you just got out doing like fucking.
But I didn't.
20 years or some shit. Look, you got the fucking tattoos all everywhere. You did some time or what?
I did county time. I did a lot of county time, wino time, stuff like that. You know what I mean? In
Bro?
and out. Yeah.
You never went to prison?
Never, man. Never.
You got the way it's so rough, so tough.
That's me right there. So rough, so tough, man. You know, that's my AKA rough, tough gym. So rough, so tough. I actually was gonna get it right here on my head, but then I was like, no, might as well just get it. You know.
You were gonna get it
right there. No, like on my hairline, right here. So rough, so tough, like on the hairline, like right here.
What do you got? What do you got right there, blasting on your head?
Just that. Oh, I'm just the soul whose intentions are good.
Yeah.
My tattoo artist, shout out to her, Crystal. She's from Santana too. She actually fucks with Suavecito. She just hit me up one day. She's like, "Hey, you down?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "You down to do a head tattoo?" I'm like, "Let's roll." So from one day to the next, I just went over there and I seen it already, and I was like, "Let's do it." She's like, "All right, I got you," and she popped it in, and
the whole headshot in one.
Yeah, one. So I didn't plan on doing my head. I didn't, and once she did that piece, it looked like I had a toupee. So then I hit her up. I go, "Hey, we need to finish my head," because it looked like just a toupee. You know, it was just the top,
just floating
right there. So it looked like I had a toupee, and I was like, "Hey, dude, we need to finish my head." She's like, "All right, let's do it," and that was it. But it just from one day to the next, like literally, like.
Is that how you got all your tats? Like you got one, you're like, damn, now I gotta fill it all in.
So the way
you blast it, or your whole body blasted?
My whole body. Yeah, I'm covered. Everything on my back. I got OC right here. I got Santana right here. I got back piece, and she did it all. She's my homegirl, man.
Oh, one person did all your tats.
I started getting I did my sleeves. I did my sleeves before it was a trend. So I've had my sleeves since like the 90s, whatever, long time ago. And then it was through the homie Deadly Sins, who still tattoos. He's a good friend of mine still. And then I kind of took a break. And then when I got kind of clean and sober, I started doing a little bit before, and then I started getting. And I have what's called an addictive personality. You know what I mean? That's my get down in life. Like I can't do something half-assed. Like if I do something, I'm gonna go to the fullest. You know what I mean? So I started just getting a tat, and then I was like, "Ooh, let's do this, let's do that," and then I trip out when I see people I'm blasted. They got like 4 tattoos. No, that's not. I don't even consider myself blasted. Yeah. I don't even consider myself blasted. But people are like, it becomes you start seeing the little pieces of skin in your body that need a tattoo, and that's when you know it's a problem. Yeah, that's when you know you're like, oh shit, I got this little piece here that needs something.
What about the fools that just go right for the neck?
Oh, that's a new era. What's up with that? I have no idea why you fool that. I don't want to mention names, but that fool, that rapper you always have in here, he all he has is just face tattoos. I'm like, what's that guy's name?
Say the name.
No, I don't know his name. I don't know his name, but
I'll pull it up. Which one are you talking about? Hold on, I'll pull it up.
he's a youngster. He's a rapper from Orange County, right?
We live. This is not like the traditional.
I know, but it's a thing though. Look, hey, you guys gotta understand. I did drugs back in my days. My memory is bad, but
Hold on, let's see who you're talking about.
people were talking smack about him on the comments too because he only has like one tattoo on his face and he has his neck blasted. He's a rapper. He just got out. He's the one that.
What race is he?
He's a Mexican. He's the one that supposedly throws blows at the OC fair.
Oh, you're talking about GB Draco?
Is that him? Yeah.
No way.
Right? Doesn't he just
He
have
has a tat right on his?
That's
on his
it.
cheek.
That's it. That's just one, right? And I think in the comments they were blasting him for that, right? I think he got blasted in the comments for that, you know. And
But that's whack.
you gotta
to
earn
you,
it.
just getting a tat right in
yeah,
your face.
you gotta earn your tats. You gotta earn your face tat. You gotta earn your neck tat. You gotta earn your head tat. You gotta earn them, man. You gotta. That's the era should be like that. You gotta earn them. You gotta earn them. You know, the same type of people that just get hand tats and they want to cover their whole body up with jackets and just look like they got tats here. You know, what's up with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah.
So how do you know that for GB Draco didn't earn his
Oh,
face
no.
tat?
I'm just saying, like, why go straight to the face? Why go straight to the face? Why, you know, go somewhere else. Go to the side of the neck or whatever, you know. But
that's crazy. For those that don't know, we're talking about GB Draco. Let's see if he pops up.
is that who we are?
The face of Costa Mesa.
Costa Mesa. Come on.
Oh, like that.
I don't know anybody from Costa Mesa.
Hold on, let's bump some GB
Let's go.
Draco.
Let's go.
Hey, lemons or oranges in the chat. Let us know if this is gas or trash. Let me know. Oh, hold on. We just got a super chat, man. Shout out to C Sharp for they shot $2 for Matt's hair. That's crazy.
Yeah, you got a haircut?
No, they're saying 'cause you're clowning my hair and shit. They throwing $2 for the haircut. That's crazy. Hey, chat, lemons or oranges? Let us know, man. New GB Draco from Costa Mesa. This will say he didn't earn his
Now
face
welcome
tat.
everybody to that motherfucking G side to side where everybody put them motherfucking G's high. Pistol ghetto version
No.
dirty. Like to ride shit, it's all fun and games till see old people die. Keep it pushing, homie, hopping out and hitting with the 40. You got out hella fast.
That's
You can miss me with the
hey.
story.
Okay, wait.
Hold on.
Oh,
On
keep
the
it
old
going.
school
Keep it
beat,
going.
on the old
Yeah,
Till I
yeah.
die,
I
put
can.
the dollar
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
You want to
bro.
throw in
What
some good? You got to throw Killer Capri. Come on now, I like that guy, right?
Yeah, Capri's tight,
Capri's
but
tight. That's who I mess with.
but this for chat, you saying that GB Draco?
No. I didn't say that. What I said was, why would you go straight to the face?
Yeah.
Why? As a youngster, why would you go straight to the face as a youngster?
Yeah.
That's to me. You got to plan. You got to. Going straight to the face isn't cool. You know what I mean? You got to earn them shit. You got to earn it. You got to go for your neck. You got to go for your body. You got to go. But you know, you got to do that.
But the
You
times
have to.
changed, nah.
Yeah, I know. But that because it's probably
Back in your day, if somebody had a face shot.
you were considered like a freaking psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this
Like
one
that
guy.
was a straight killer.
There was this one cat from I didn't want to say Alley Boys. He was from Alley Boys, and he was a youngster, and he was one of the first ones I remember. He had AB right here, and that fool was like, he didn't really have a name for himself, but we just remember like that fool had AB right here on his mascot. We're like, okay, fuck, you know. Now everybody's like, anybody does anything. Like, I think they just go to the tattoo shop and where do you want a tattoo? Right here.
Yeah.
Right
So these days you don't take full serious.
No,
by their tats and shit.
No, hell no, man. You can't. There's no way on earth you can now, man.
So you don't think that like an Edgar will draw down on you?
I have been. I've gotten. I got jumped at 99 bottles by some Edgars a while back.
No.
Yeah, they got me. Yeah,
They got you.
They didn't get me, but I got into it. I got into it with some.
Break it down. What happened?
I'm not gonna break it down because it just happened.
You don't want to tell that story?
I can't. I'm not gonna tell the story because it involves a neighborhood, and then I don't want to get that neighborhood involved, and I don't want to do this. But I got into it with some cats, and I didn't realize that they were gangsters because the way they looked. I didn't realize they were gangsters because the way they looked. You know what I mean?
They look like Edgars.
They look like Edgars.
Well, like
so let me show you the gist of the story was they were trying to talk to some girls as we were crossing 99 Bottle Street. I'm sure if you guys been to 99 Bottles of Catella, they were crossing the street and they were kind of talking to the girls, blah blah blah, and the girls were shining them on, and the girls were shining them on. So I clowned. I said, don't do like that. Don't. Come on, let it go. And he was like, yeah, I know. I'm like, come on, fool, go. So he's like, yeah. So you know me clowning. I like to clown. I clown. But once the conversation was done, we were walking. So as we walked this way, he threw up his neighborhood like right in front of my face like that. He goes, blah, blah. I don't care who you are.
He sideswiped you and shit?
No. He threw up his neighborhood like right inside of my face. Like as we were walking this way, I was walking, like we were crossing the street. So as I was going this way to cross the street, he was going back to 99 Bottles. As he passed by, he went like that, like literally right in front of my face and threw up his hood. I did not know he was a gangster because of the way he looked, though. You know, homie had on some Levi's, sag Levi's, like the denim, you know, faded color, you know, with the, like a weird shirt, dunks, Edgar haircut. So, you know, nothing. And when he threw away his hood, I knew his hood. I mean, I know who they are. And I just turned around right away and we went to work.
Oh, like that.
His mom was there, like, because I got him. We got him. I got him good. So his mom came over. Somehow his mom was there. Like, supposedly his mom was there. It was a party. She came over. She's like, oh my God, that's my son. Get off my son. Get off my son. So, like, of course, no matter what you do, when you hear a mom or anything, I got off him. She gangbanged on me too. She came at me and started swinging on me. Next thing you know, I had like 20 guys running out after us. We're like, fuck this. We got out of there. So,
damn, right there in Big
right
Stanton.
Right there, yeah. So
she got down. So you got down with some Edgars.
Yeah, I got down with some Edgars.
So did that change your perspective right there on how to? Nah.
No, because it just. I mean, you always got to be aware of your surroundings. You always got to be aware of surroundings. It's the first thing you learn. You know what I mean? You got to be aware of your surroundings, who's who. You know. But yeah, I mean, seeing the way people are now and seeing how normal gangbanging isn't the way it looked like with me. You know what I mean? Back in my era, it was long socks. You know, kind of like the way they do it now, but more of a cosplay. You know what I mean? That was our era. You know what I mean? Long socks, Dickies, you know, muscle shirt, bald head, Cortez, you know, stuff like that. Levi's. That was my era. Yeah. You know, and now you see that.
It's like cosplay right
now. You see that more as cosplay, more like, you know, youngsters who are trying to look like that era, which is cool. You know what I mean? You go to the Santa Fe Swap Meet on the weekend. That's all you see. You know what I mean? But as far as like, you know, because my age, you know, we're 40 now, you know, all my age, you know, all my homies out there in the calles and everything, we're 40, 45, 46 pushing, you know what I mean? So we don't, you know, we're not out there gangbanging. I'm not out there gangbanging no more, you know what I mean? I'm too old for that. I'm tired. I get tired. So it's the younger generation. It's the younger, you know what I mean? It is, but it's just the way the younger generation went from that style to this style. It's like, it's crazy.
Tell the people, where are you from, for those that don't know?
I'm from Santana, born and bred all my life.
Santana, what part?
Maine and McFadden.
Oh, damn. That's right. I just did an interview with my boy Ali. He said he was from the same spot.
I'm from Maine and McFadden. Born and bred. Went to Saddleback. Went to Chavez. I went to Summit, which is really Horizon, which is right down the street, right here. I never went to Century. My brother went to Century. I didn't go to Century. I went to Saddleback. I'm a road runner.
Damn, banging it.
The road runner R.
Well, you used to be from a neighborhood or what?
Yeah, I used to be from a neighborhood. I always tell people, you know, I'm always going to be from my neighborhood. And the reason why I say that, and I say, like, do I gangbang? No. Am I out there representing my hood? No. But will I always be from my hood? Yes, I will. And the reason why I say that is because I have homies right now who are in prison for life gangbanging the hood.
Really?
You know, I have homies who are dead right now for gangbanging, throwing up the hood. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for me to just say, oh, gangbanging was just a part of my life when I was a kid, it's disrespectful because, like I said, I have homies right now, as we speak, who are in prison. You know what I mean? Prison for representing our hood. Yeah. So just because, you know, I mean, I grew up and I grew out of it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, hey, you know, I'm going to stop gangbanging. Yeah, I'm going to stop gangbanging, but I got my neighborhood tatted on me, you know what I mean? I got it on my leg, you know, for life. It's going to be there. I still talk to a lot of my people from my neighborhood, you know what I mean? As far as I know, we still have an active neighborhood, but I'm not too familiar, or, you know, the ones that I talk to, we're older now, you know what I mean? We hang out, we talk, we stuff like that, you know? So I used to be from Crooks, from Santana, Ladrones. you know. And like I said, I will always be from my neighborhood, always. But I'm not out there affiliated. I'm not out there gangbanging. I'm too old for that. You know what I mean? I'm too old. I'm not out there.
What made you want to be from a neighborhood?
It was like what you had to do, man.
Really?
Being in Santa Ana, you know what I mean?
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in it was fun.
It felt like you had to be from a gang to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
It was more active back then. Santa Ana in the 90s. I'm sure you hear about it all the time. Santa Ana in the 90s was beautiful. Bristol was more cracking like it is now. I mean, Bristol used to be packed bumper to bumper. We had more house parties. House parties were the ones that were like flyer parties. We had the party line, you know. We had all these things. It wasn't like, oh, let's go to 99 bottles every Friday, you know. I mean, we really didn't have anything like that, you know. We had a couple clubs, but the clubs weren't for us. Yeah. The clubs weren't for the homies, you know what I mean. The clubs weren't for like.
What do you mean? Who were there?
They were more for like the rebels. You remember the rebels, and they were more for like the rebels, you know what I mean? More for like the house people, the people that had house. Funk wasn't really, you know, vibing at the clubs back then. Really? You know, it was more house parties. Parties. You know?
Funk wasn't as big as it was.
Oh yeah, not back then. It was more house parties. You know what I mean? House parties is what.
And DJs,
yes, old school vinyl DJs. You know what I mean? We had like was it Club Access? We had what other one? We had like in Orange County. I know we had Club Access. We had I can't even really remember.
How would you?
They were like $20 to get in. We didn't have $20.
How would you
the
find
party
out?
line? The party line, or if y'all know Santana, y'all know. You remember Cheerio?
What's that?
You know Cheerio?
No, that's before my time.
So Cheerio used to be the story on Cheerio. He used to hang out right there on Main. His story was his family passed away in a car accident. This is about the 80s. His family passed away in a car accident due to a drunk driver, and I guess they were driving at night with no lights on. So I guess it threw. He used to be right there at the Jack in the Box. It threw Cheerio into like a. He wasn't all there. It blew his mind up. Like so then what Cheerio used to do is Cheerio used to be at night with a flashlight and telling you to turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on.
Like trying to save people.
Yeah, trying to save people. But Cheerio was also, where the party's at. People would go by and tell Cheerio, party is on 1st and Main, 1st and 2nd, whatever. Party here. And Cheerio would remember. And when you'd go up to Cheerio, it'd be like, Cheerio, where's the party at tonight? Party's on 1st and Main. That's all I know. Party's on 1st and Main. Party's on 2nd, whatever. Party's on Rate and 1st. So then you knew, okay, let's go over there. And you would go over there and you'd find the house party. You know what I mean? But Cheerio is a man of Santana. You don't know about Cheerio?
Nah, I should though. Being like I feel like I'm damn near an OC historian. Or do you feel like that? You seem like you push the line heavily.
Yeah.
You're always pushing Santana. You got like whenever you make your content, you got like the big flag in the back with the essay.
I love Santana,
man. What makes you push your city like that?
You know, I love it, man. You know, I really do, and I think it has to do with just Santana. It made me who I am. It taught me a lot. You know what I mean? It taught me a lot, honestly, dude. Because you know, I'm from here, but when things got a little rough here, my mom actually moved us to Riverside. My mom went to Riverside. We went there for like 3-4 years. So when I moved back to Riverside, when I moved from Riverside back here, I was about 14, and that's when it was just like, okay, you know, I was. That's
You're in the trenches.
That's when I was like, oh, okay, you know. My mom worked nights, so therefore I used to be able to go out. I would go out, and I started hanging around with my two homies who weren't from the neighborhood back. They weren't from Crooks. They were just two homeboys. My homeboy Silent, my homeboy Lefty. And then they started hanging around with Crooks, and they started hanging around with, you know, TOS, Tapa Santana. And Tapa Santana, we were more of like a party crew, honestly. We were more of like, let's go to house parties and stuff like that.
This is like before taggers and shit, or this is like there was like party crews, taggers, and then those kind of led the way into gangs.
Yeah, to gangs. So we were more like so there was 4 groups of Crooks. There was TAC, TOS, BSD, and NSK. We were 4 of us. And we were one hub, which was those Crooks. That's just who we were, you know what I mean? TAC, True Ass Crooks, TOS, Tapa Santana, USK, Using Street Knowledge, and BSD, Bomb Squad. Not, I don't know why I said NSK. Those were actually our enemies. They were from Tustin.
Damn.
Yeah. Why did I say that? We used to call them Niños en Canzones. They were from Tustin. So we were, USK was more of the party guys. They were more of like the taggers. They were the ones that would bring us up. You know, TAC were the gangbangers. They were the ones. TOS, we were more of like like the party guys, the party people and stuff like that, you know, and eventually everything just kind of crumbled and we all just became crooks. One. Yeah. We all just became one.
So you guys down there like Daniels, you got the Thanos, you got all the rings, and you became one and shit. We got all powerful that weekend, huh?
Yeah, and then we became it was more or less just like one, and then we just
started terrorizing or what?
Started terrorizing. It started being fun. It started being fun.
Well, so like when you fools, when in your day, were you fools just like cruise the block terrorizing or what? Like
we would actually, we weren't allowed at a lot of house parties. Like as soon as they saw us walk in, the crooks would be like, "Oh, you guys aren't welcome here." So because we were cagapalos, we would always go steal the keg. Because a lot of parties were keggers, you know what I mean? We'd go steal the keg. A couple of times we'd walk into a party, house party, just take the keg and walk out with it. You know what I mean? They just 15, 20 of us, you know, what the hell? And then, you know, most of the time some of us would be packing or whatever. So, I mean, a lot of other people would be like, "Oh, no," you know what I mean?
you used to always be moving around with a gun and shit?
I never did.
You were like that?
I tell
You were like the funny guy or what?
Yeah, well, my name,
making skits and shit.
my nickname was Happy. That was my nickname.
For real?
So I had two nicknames, Happy and Goofy. So I mean, yeah, you can kind of figure it out, right? I was always talking shit. I was always just talking crap. I was always funny. I was always a funny guy. You know what I mean? I've always been like that all my life. And that's the funny thing. Like when I started my Instagram, I tried to be that cool. I tried to be that gangster, and it just wasn't popping for me. It wasn't popping.
You were like being all tough?
Yeah, I was all trying to be all tough when I first started my Instagram. I tried to be.
Pull up your Instagram.
Well, I mean, you know, way in the beginning. So I used to be a boxing coach, right? But then when I kind of transitioned into, you know, doing these hard photo shoots and, you know, showing my tats, and it just wasn't cracking for me. You know, my content wasn't flopping. And I said, man, you know, I need to be who I really am. And that's this funny guy, you know what I mean?
And then your shit started cracking, or what?
Shit started cracking. Yeah.
What's been like your biggest hit?
The Starbucks.
Is it up on the top?
No, it's not on the top.
You gotta have it pinned to the top.
I know.
Let's show the people some of your skits. Which one should we go on?
If you go to the top one, the pin ones, like those are my pictures. I don't see if you see, like, you could cop on that picture.
You got your shirt off and all of your fucking.
I work out, fool. Look at that.
Damn,
look at that shit. Oh,
what the?
Yeah, I see, like that. That's my pull-ups right there. I work out, man.
Hold on. Are you gonna? Hey, hold on. Are you gonna be in the Foosgonewild, the new boxing match? Or are you gonna be?
No. I'm not gonna do any of that, man. I refuse to. I'm not scared, but I'm just not. I'm not gonna. I won't do that. I'm not gonna do that, man.
That's not your lane.
That's not my lane. No,
but you were the referee.
I was a referee. I was a referee, but I won't. You know, it's just funny things I like to do. There's like my top skits are probably on the top. I did pin a few of them down, like my burpees. One. That's my burpees. That's the point.
Which one? This one?
That's my burpees right there. That one right there. That one I did. I don't know how it blew up. The first one.
First one.
That's just point of view of what girls are actually seeing.
Giving it up for his homies. It's a tripping too. I wonder what's his problem. What he trying to say? Is it business, personal, or just
I don't know.
I approach him like a man and not like a nut. He turned around and put his drink down and straight up and up.
That's the way the girls see.
So how do you make that skit? How do you go about making a skit?
It just cracks into my head. So that one, what happened was, I was like a day or two before, I was on my phone and there was like some lint on my phone. And I was like, what the hell is it? But it looked like lashes. I was like, what the hell? What's on my phone? I honestly just picked up my phone and I was like, oh, that looks like lashes. So I cleaned my phone and I go, oh shit, that's going to be funny. Yeah. So then I just went and I put a little bit of tape here and I put the tape and I just went like, I was actually driving with no hands. If you see the car goes like that, because I was driving with no hands going like that.
Trying to make a skit.
Yeah, and the car almost hit. And I threw it on. It's only like 7 seconds, and I was along. The car drove straight with both my hands like this, moving the little tape, and I threw it on, and I got.
Did it instantly start going viral?
Oh yeah, that one went viral instantly quick. Yeah, that one went viral like within. I think I had 1 million views within like 5 hours. I think on that one. It blew up quick.
How does it feel? How does it feel to go viral?
It's cool. It's cool. I like. Honestly, like those type of videos are cool and all, but I like when I do a viral video and it's me, like it's something that I did like that.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a point of view. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
not
so
like
you want to be the main
I want to be the
character on
main
the
character.
video.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not your face on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Starbucks one. The
Ah.
Starbucks one, which I don't have up here, but everybody knows me from the Starbucks one. That
good.
one did.
What's this one?
That's just me doing pull-up burpees.
Oh, I could have put you on the fucking burpee thing with the other. You would be mad if I would put you on that?
Yeah, I don't do that. I've been doing burpees on my page. I've been doing burpees since 2019.
I'm gonna put you on the neck. You know, I'm gonna put you up against. I'm gonna put you up against that full big. Oh damn! You doing the fucking Superman still?
I've been doing burpees before. I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I think I did a burpee. I think I did a challenge on you.
But I ain't gonna lie, like doing burpees, I have a lot of pain on my wrists. I've been doing them a long time, so I kind of just you're off them.
You can't do burpees anymore?
No, I can, but it's just like it's my wrists. And
Burpees, would you consider burpees like a top tier workout?
Yeah, it's a whole body workout. It's a whole body workout, man. It's a good workout because you gotta remember, you gotta pick your body up, you gotta put your body down, you gotta pick your body up, you gotta do your push-ups. A push-up as it is a whole body workout. But then now you're actually picking yourself up. The best workout is any your own body. Your body weight is a very good workout. I mean, how do you think the guys in prison work out? You know what I mean? How do you think the guys in county work out? I mean, your body weight is always a good weight to do. You know what I mean? So even if you just sit there and just do your squats and do up, that's a good workout. You know, try to do like just 10 ups, you know, where you just sit down like without a chair. Try doing 10 of them. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel a burn. Yeah. You know?
How was the burpee created, would you say?
You know what? A lot of people I've read about it, they said that it wasn't created it was created in prison or created in jail, if I'm correct. They say the guy's name was Burpee. His last name was Burpee. That's what I read. I've read all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't come for me in the comments if I'm wrong. You know, yeah, I should be knowing about where the burpee comes from. A lot of people say like, oh, it was invented in prison. But I mean, I've seen other comments that no, it wasn't invented in prison. It was invented in prison. You know, I guess from the guy's name was Burpee. It's from what I understand, but I don't know too much.
That doesn't sound like a Mexican last name. If you
I know.
ask me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's look it up right now.
Let's look it
up.
Dog.
Let's do it. If you say we can do anything, let's see.
Look it up, dog.
Who invented the burpee? The burpee push-up.
Oh, I spelled that right. I can't even see. Who invented the burpee push-up? You can
See,
read that,
I told you. See, it said the burpee was invented by American philosopher Royal Humbleton Burpee. See, senior. In 1929, he developed the movement of a quick 4-step, no equipment fitness test, measured agility and coordination for the PhD thesis of Columbia University. The push-up and jump were added in the pop. That I knew.
Wait, when did it say?
1939.
In 1939, fools were like hitting the burpees.
But see, from what then from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, I understand that, you know, that's just the up and down push-up, and then when it went inside the penitentiary when everything, then they developed the hitting. Yeah. And the reason supposedly they developed the hitting in the stomach and the legs is in case war pops off and they get, you know, shanked or the riots start happening, they hit to strengthening their core.
Make it like leather.
Yeah, to make it like leather. Yeah.
Damn.
So that's another stuff I heard. That's where the hitting comes from. That's why they always go yeah, because they're hitting it. They're hitting it.
Hey, you guys can
Don't
learn
come for
something.
me. Don't come for me if I'm wrong. I'm just saying that's what I've heard, you know.
I seen like that for Magic from Blood and Blood Out. That fool had
the newspaper.
That fool wasn't taking his pants in.
Yeah, so that's where
I just met that boy at the Suavecito.
That's a
Cars
trip
and
on what he
Coffee.
looks like, huh? How he looked like on Blood and Blood Out, and then how he really looks like.
He was pretty big though.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that fool was pretty big. I was like, damn.
But how he transitioned into that's a like look right there. Like when he's like, you know, with the bandana and the lokes on, it's like, damn, yeah, big time. And then he had that built, you know, he had that solid built in that.
Was that like cosplay or was he actually from the hood?
I think I don't know. I mean, if you look at him, he doesn't look like he gangbang. He looked like he just probably looked for that. You know, he probably got a role for that, but he looked like it to a T. You know what I mean?
Can we expect to see you in some movies?
I did a couple things.
You be like really
taking
it's not just skits, internet skits.
You're
a big streamer. Hey, for those that don't know, this was a big streamer. I've seen you on streams with Kai Cenat. I've seen you on streams with Mr. Capone
Yeah.
and Neon.
Yeah.
I've seen you fucking everywhere, bro. You've seen you with Foosgonewild. Break down some of those relationships.
I tell people like this, bro. You know, like I'm a good vibe. Like I'm a good vibe wherever I go. Like I'm not an asshole. I'm not, you know, like I'm cool. So when somebody meets me or when I meet somebody, I always come off as like, hey, this guy's, you know, he's pretty cool. You know, I'm not an asshole. So that's how I think I'm able to establish these relationships with people. You know what I mean? Like you know, Food's Gone Wild. You do that. You know how I feel? No, like Food's Gone Wild is one of the best damn social media, you know, Instagram pages out there. And out there, right? And that fool like talks to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He you know, he hit me up. He tells, you know, he sends me some merch. He hits me up. Hey, you know, I did my first collab with him a few years back with him and Commitment Soldier, you know, and you know, I worked with him, and then he called me back again, and then he said, hey, I want to do a skit with you with this new shirt we're gonna come out, and so I went and shot with him with the Food's Gone Wild bike at the Suavecito building, and then we did the referee, which was insane. Like I don't think I went on a story. I said this on my story. I was so overwhelmed. Like that probably right there was probably one of the most what do I say, like, I don't know, fan feel or it's just, it was too much of surreal. It was just like when we were like when I was walking with Food's Gone Wild down, and everybody was like, hey, can we take a picture? I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that, you know. Sure, when I go out or I'll go somewhere, people are like, hey, you're TheTuffGym, hey, you can take a, sure, I'm cool, you know. It's cool. But like they were just on it, like, oh, a lot of people, and I was like, I felt very, you know, because me, I want to talk to everybody. And you just can't. You got to just.
Well, so you feel like a dick that you can't.
Yeah, you got to feel like a dick, and it's just, but it's overwhelming too. It's like overwhelming. You know what I mean? When I was up in that referee, seeing all those people, seeing all those lights.
What was it? 8,000 people pulled up in the city of Santa Ana.
Yeah.
For the Fools of Foolville.
Yeah, and we're up there in the ring. It's me, you know, the two
J-Rod and
Mono, and it's us three in the ring, and everybody's just like, filming TheTuffGym. You're hearing, I'm like, oh man, I felt overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. Like there was a split second where I said, dude, I might just take off. I might leave, dude. Because this is my nerves. My nerves were going shot. You know what I mean? Like really? I just felt like it was weird.
Well, because it is when a bunch of people are like looking at you, you know, the eyes on you.
Yeah.
But you've been viral on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's different. I think when I did the Kai, when I streamed with Kai Green, Kai came and told us there was like I think you want to say 17 million people tuned into his live while I was on.
Let's pull that up.
While I was on.
And this was the Kai Cenat prison stream.
Yeah. When I came in as a Scared Straight program. Scared Straight.
So if y'all remember, I think this was what, 2 years ago?
Probably? Yeah.
Kai Cenat went mega viral. He was doing a prison stream.
Yeah.
And let me see.
They actually hit me up to be a prisoner. That's where the whole thing came down. They actually asked, hey, if I wanted to be a prisoner.
So how did they approach you?
I got that came in through Scar. Oh, you know Scar?
No, I don't know Scar.
Scar is he's an influencer. He's the one that has the horns on his head, Scar. So he actually worked on there, and then when they said, hey, we need other homies, Scar gave them my name, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they hit me up actually.
So you looking like a homie that helps you get rolled?
Oh yeah. You know, I've been on Mayans, I've been on CSI, I've been on SWAT. Quiz, you know, I lost track of how many music videos I've been. I've been in a lot of music videos.
Big famous videos?
Was on Capone. I've been on a few. Yeah. I've been on, I can't remember their names. A lot of them were from East Coast that come out here and they want to do music videos with homies. I've been in a couple Indian music videos when they, you know, Indian, because
they're just like a bald head, tattoo,
yeah. Cortez, you know, they love Cortez.
Khakis.
Cortez.
Flannel.
They love. So I have like 6 or 7 pairs of Cortez. I don't wear them. Well, because that's what they call for.
Just on the days that you do a shoot. You're
like, well, it was more like that. I don't do those no more. I don't do that no more. I don't do any of that no more. But when I was really deep into it, you know, I bought I have like 6 or 7, which to this day I still have them. I have blue, green, white, and they're brand new. I don't even wear them because I just feel like everybody wears them now, so I don't wear them. But that's Cortez. Make sure you have Cortez on. Yeah, okay, yeah. I got Cortez.
Is this lucrative? Is this very lucrative?
Like what? Like
Getting booked for these like Kai
Well,
Cenat? Did they pay? How much did they pay you to go on a Kai Cenat show?
yeah, I got paid pretty good on that one. I got
Yeah?
paid. Yeah, I got paid pretty good. Per I got paid just a flat fee. It was pretty good. I think it was like four or five. I think it was. So they actually, like I said, they hit me up.
500?
Yeah, for what, an hour or two.
To just pull up for an hour?
Just to pull up, yeah. So they actually hit me up to be a prisoner. They actually say, hey, hey, can you actually be a prisoner? But it was gonna be those guys actually were there. Like they actually, I signed a, what is that called? I couldn't talk
NDA.
about it. Yeah, I talked about it then. I could talk about it now, but because it's over. But they actually lived there. They were there. They were there for like 6-7 days straight. You know what I mean?
In jail.
In jail, on that set. I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like I worked. I couldn't do it. So then they're like, all right, cool, no thanks.
But what if they're paying you more than your job?
What's gonna happen after that job leaves, and what's gonna happen once that
Your job wouldn't have that.
job?
They'd be like,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It wasn't. I weighed the options. It just wasn't. It just was okay, cool, whatever. So then I was like, I can't do it. Unfortunately, I can't do it. They're like, okay, cool, no problem. And then they hit me back up again, like about a couple hours later. They're like, hey, we have this other position. Would you be willing to do this? And I'm like, yeah. Well, what is it? They're like, a scared straight person. You come in here and you just yell at the kids. And I said, oh, I could do that. Cool, no problem. All right, can you be here in a couple hours? I'm like, oh, I'm on my way. So I threw on some Dickies, I threw on a Dickie shirt, threw on some Levi's, and everything they just told me to just, Matt, I don't think that'll come up, baby.
Nah?
I don't know. I'm not.
Is this one of them?
I don't know.
That was a viral clip, though.
Yeah.
But did you think that was a good idea for a stream? Because that got a lot of backlash of people being like, we shouldn't be playing.
I got a lot of
going to
backlash on that
jail.
too.
Yeah,
I did too. Full community. I think the full community actually did a who did a negative post on me on that. I know I know is it not Akon, LA Icon did a good post on me right off the bat, like within it was full community, yeah, full community, like within hours did a good post on me. They're like, hey, give TheTuffGym credit. Look at what he did. He's on Kai Green, and I didn't even know who Kai Green was. My son told me who he was. I did not know who he was. They're like, hey,
Cenat. You can say Kai Green, Kai Cenat.
No, Drewski too. Because Drewski,
yeah, you
remember
Drewski.
Drewski was the one that told me.
Yeah.
Drewski asked me, how do you handle, what is his famous saying? How do you stand on business? And I was like, I guess that's a slang saying. They say, how do you stand on business? And I was like, what?
You didn't understand it.
I didn't understand it. No, because that's their era talking. That's just like the same era how my son always says that's fire or that's cap. I'm like, what the hell does that mean, fire? I always tell people this: if you're over the age of 40, you should not be saying the word fire.
Really?
I still say bomb. I don't know if you know, that was our era. Bomb.com. But I trip out when I see all these people. It's fire. No, man, you ain't 10 years old. You ain't 20. I say that a few times. If you're over the age of 40, you should not be saying fire.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Are those celebrities? Are they like cool in person, or are they like assholes?
No, they were cool. I was standing right next to Drewski. I didn't even know. Like I said, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who Drewski was. I did not know who he was. I was like, I was sitting there like, okay, I did not know who he was, man. He was cool. Everybody was cool. Drewski was the one that asked me, hey, how do you stand on business? And then I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? And then he kind of like, at the point in time, he goes, how do you stand on business? And I was like, and then somebody else broke it down. How do you handle your business? I said, I'm still old school. I mean, I'm still down to go knuckle up. Yeah. If you want to knuckle up with me, let's do it. If you knock me out, I'm going to get up, shake your hand. And then I guess what I said was like, hell yeah. They liked it a lot because I said, I'm still old school. I'm still old school to where I will knuckle up with somebody. I don't need no guns. I don't need no knives. These new people are so quick to shoot and so quick to stab and everything. Yeah. I'm still old school. I'll still knuckle up with the best of them. You know what I mean? And if I get my ass kicked, I'll get up and I'll shake your hand. And
like the Edgar situation.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'll get up and I'll shake your hand and you knock me out. You know what I mean?
You got kids, you said, right?
I got 2 kids. I got an 18-year-old and a 9-year-old, Ben, and my son, Antonio. Yeah.
How do they be feeling about your skits and shit? When they see you viral on Foosgonewild, how
they
do
don't
they feel?
care. They don't. My son. Sometimes he comes on some skits with me. I'll hit him up. It's funny when I yell at him. I go, Toe. That's what we call him, Toe. What? Meet me outstairs, or I go, meet me downstairs, because I'll have an idea, and he'll be like, all right, and we just go. I just tell them what to do, and we go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times, dude, like I said, a lot of times something just pops into my head, and I need to do it then and there.
Fast.
Yeah, I need to do it then and there. You know.
So you just get your camera out,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
I did a skit a while back that it got taken down. They took it down. That one was going multi-viral. I did when gas prices were really, really high. I remember a few years back, gas prices were really high. They were like $6 a gallon.
Under Biden, we remember.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I had an idea. I'm gonna ride my scooter on the freeway, and I did it. And I did the actual scooter on the freeway, and I put dame más gasolina. That one was going freaking viral, bro. I'm talking within about 2-3 hours, I had like 3 million views.
Electric scooter?
Yeah, I had the electric scooter and I rode it on. So I live off the 15, right? And it's a little off ramp. It's just a little quick off ramp, but it veers into the other one, so it's not dangerous. You know what I mean? It's not like I wasn't like actually on the freeway, but the way we filmed it made me look like I was on the freeway.
Yeah.
So I had my son like stand here, and I'm gonna be rolling up onto the freeway.
Damn.
And Instagram took it down, and TikTok took it down. They called it what's it called? Testifying acts or what's it called? Like I'm promoting something that's violent or promoting something that's dangerous. So they took it down. But gas was high, and I was like, I was coming home from work.
Gas was high, but he was wasting more gas to film a skit.
And I got on the scooter and I came up, and that one was going viral, dude. But the cool thing is I still got paid. They took my video down, but they still paid me for that.
Oh, so you get paid off social media?
I used to, man. I don't know what happened. I think I used to. I used to get paid pretty good
on Instagram or
TikTok and Instagram. I used to get paid pretty good.
So wait, so they don't pay anymore?
I still get a little check here and there, not like I used to. I used to get some money. I used to get bank. I used to, I trip out. That's why I trip out. Like, when I see, J-Rod and all those guys are making a living on social media. I don't know if I'd ever be able to do that because I love working. I'm a blue collar worker. I'm a working class blue collar.
You wouldn't want to be a social media influencer?
I have kids, dude. I need insurance.
You better get with 777 marketing, bro. He's the guy turning all these influencers and making them.
I'm a working class blue collar, bro. I'm a teamster. I go to work. I'm the backbone of America. You know what I mean? I go to work and I love working, and you know what I mean.
But doesn't your back hurt?
Yeah, my back hurts.
Haven't you been working enough? Doesn't your back hurt?
Yeah, I know.
Bro,
but
come
I
on,
like
it's
I'm a teamster. You know what I mean? I'm a teamster, and I enjoy being a teamster, and I like going, and as much as weird as it sounds, I'm serious. I like clocking in, doing my work, and going home, and I like taking my kids out to eat, knowing the fact that their dad worked hard for this money. You know what I mean? But I also like buying my kids stuff, knowing that I did a video for 8 seconds, and I got
that's working hard too,
and I got paid. You know what I mean? Hey, the fact that I wore this wig or these nails for 5 seconds and I got 2-3 million views, was a better feeling as well. You know what I mean? But it's just it social media. It comes and goes though, man. You know what I mean? It's just it comes and goes. You gotta be what's current. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta know what's current. You gotta know like. You got to be honest. Sometimes, like, I see things and I'm like, okay, what can I come up with right now that's with this time? Something like, Lint. Lint was last week, so I did a little skit with Lint. Didn't do good, but it did okay. You know what I mean?
What's good to you?
Anything over 10,000 views, I'm cool with that. If I get anything over 100,000 views, I'll get.
This one went from 10,000 to 100.
Well, I mean, something like that. You know what I mean?
If it gets 10,000, if it got less than 10,000, you're gonna archive it, take it down, or what?
I take it down if it doesn't do over 1,000. That's petty, huh? It has to hit over 1,000 to hit a view. I know. I trip out.
You think social media you got people fucked up?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. Big time.
What do you mean?
Big time. Woohoo! I love this topic. Yeah, social media has threw people into another dimension.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got people with 2,000-3,000 followers thinking they're like celebrities. You know what I mean? It's the honest truth. You know what I mean? You got people with, one thing I hate to see, and I hate to see this on social media, and I'm going to make sure I post this, is when I see come and meet me. Come and greet me.
Meet and greets.
Meet and greets. Come and meet me.
Why don't you like a meet and greet? Folks can't get a bag?
But with what? Who? With who? Who are you?
Yeah.
Who?
You're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
No one's gonna come meet you.
No, but then I can't really talk crap because maybe that is what's helping them. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like J-Rod, he got it made. He did good. That I understand. But some of these people are like, if you see me, come and say what's up. Take a picture with me. Who are you? Who are you? Ask yourself, who are you? And then post that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Serious. I've been hit up a few
Wait,
times.
so we're talking about like they can't even put like if you see me out and like I can't go on my social media and be like if y'all see me out here today
Yeah.
hip hop show, come say what's up, take a
Come
picture.
and say what's up. Yeah, it's cool. But
That's cool.
Yeah, but like you haven't established. That's what I'm trying to say. You establish yourself. You have a podcast. You
So
are.
you're saying like people they just like people that got a little bit of following and think
Yeah.
they're somebody.
As soon as they hit like 2,000 followers, they're like, meet me.
Big-headed.
Who? Yeah. But I'm like, dude, pop your head. One viral video.
Who are you talking about? It sounds like you're talking about someone.
No, I'm
directly.
talking about everybody. Everybody.
What's like the biggest social media trend that you hate? Like you wake up and you see it and you're just like, bah,
Oh, man.
not this shit again.
The Santa Fe swap meet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I don't know. The Santa Fe swap meet is just it's crazy now. It's crazy now. Like people go to the Santa Fe swap meet trying to go viral. Like that's what they like want to do. It's like the Santa Fe swap meet. You know, and a few months back, it wasn't like banned. Hey, don't go here because of ICE and everything. And now it's like
back?
I don't know. I'm just.
When's the last time you went there?
I haven't been there. So trip out on this. So you know what? I do a lot of like I've said a lot of quotes and everything about the Santa Fe swap meet on my page. You know about I just whatever like if I think the Long Beach car show was a couple weeks ago, right? And then I put if all the influencers were at the Long Beach car show, who was at the swap meet?
Yeah.
You know, I just write things like that. And I actually got threatened, which I don't know, and don't come at me, whoever this is, and whatever. I actually got threatened. I guess there's a neighborhood by the Santa Fe swap meet, or there's a neighborhood there. I don't know who they are.
The
I guess so. They actually came into my DMs and said, if we ever see you here, and that's not the reason why I don't go. Trust me.
Find out.
Yeah, they actually came into my DMs and were like, hey, if we ever see you at the Santa Fe swap meet, you're on our list. I'm like, well, you don't have to worry about that because I don't go to the Santa Fe swap meet. And they're like, all you do is talk shit on our hood. All you do is, oh, no, I'm not talking shit on your hood. What hood are you talking about? I don't even know who you are. I don't even know what neighborhood you are. And so I guess they were taking it to the fact that I was talking crap on Santa Fe or whatever, which I wasn't. I was just talking smack on the whole Santa Fe swap meet, you know.
You deal with a lot of net bangers?
Oh yeah, I deal with a lot of net bangers.
Keyboard warriors?
Keyboard warriors. I deal with a lot of keyboard warriors.
How do you deal with it?
I block them.
You just block
I
those?
block them. I don't got no time. What do I got time?
You don't bang back?
My following list is probably more. I got more people on my block list than people have followers. Probably. I block. I just block. I don't give it the time and energy. Maybe I'll shoot something here or there. I'll go back and do a little word here. But as far as I don't have time for that, man. I don't have time for that. I don't have to sit there and if I'm bored or I'm taking a masa or something and I'm like bored, I'll say. Then once I'm done, I just block them.
Is this a daily thing? Like
No.
every day you're blocking posts?
No, not no. So my Instagram page isn't popping like it was popping. You know, it wasn't. And that's because I kind of laid low off it a little. You know, it's hard work to do. You know, I work a lot. I go to the gym. It's hard work. You know what I mean? So it's hard to focus 100% like I used to on my social media. You know what I mean? I used to do it a lot.
Were you used to not have a job or what?
No.
During COVID?
I just kind of took my priorities. You know, I kind of just you know, it was a time where I thought maybe I could do something with social media. Maybe, you know, I could make a living. And then I was like,
You still can.
I know I can. I probably could, but I just, like I said, man, you know.
777 marketing. Tap in with the boy. He'll take you to the top. Look what he did with J-Rod. Look what he's doing with mention and suspension.
That's a lot of time though, man. And I don't, and this is, and I'm not at all focusing on, I'm not at all coming at nobody. I don't work well with others. That's
really?
Me. That's me. That's who I am. I don't work well with others. Like
you don't want no one's hands in your pocket.
Yeah, I like if I'm gonna F up, it's because I F up. You know what I mean? Like, I get hit up, you know, because I work out and everything. I get hit up by companies that want to sell me, that want to give me meal preps. Oh, we'll send you meal preps. We'll send you meal preps. We'll give you 30 days free. We'll give you free thing. So now what you're telling me is you want me to eat your food for 30 days so you can take credit for me going to the gym and working out. That's the way I see it. You know, rather than me get up and me create, me make my own food, me go to the gym, and I could take full credit for what I do. So you want to give me free stuff just so you could try to take the credit. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. And you know,
So you're turning all that shit down. When
I don't turn it down. It has to be has to be something that I can work off. Like, okay, what can I do? You know, I don't, and maybe that's the reason why I don't have, you know, food sponsorships and everything, because I just don't, I don't want it. I don't.
This fool, you get a food sponsorship, you're like, they want me to eat their fucking food.
Yeah.
They don't want me to cook my own fucking
Exactly.
food. Like, but take their fucking
You know,
food, dog.
I work
Take
out.
the
I work
free
out with the team.
creatine
I'm with Ageless Strength. You know what I mean? And I love working out with them. And
Speak on it. What is it called?
Ageless Strength. Much love, much respect to the owner, George.
Strength. So
And,
it's saying like you could be an OG
yes,
veterano and still have
and still be
strength.
out there, you know. And before that, I had been approached by a couple other companies or a couple other lifts. Say, hey, do you guys want to? I was like, nah, I'm cool. You know, I don't. You know, I'm the one that goes to the gym. You know, and when I talked to George, and George hit me up, he's like, hey, you know, I got this clothing brand, I got this lift session, I got these lift people who want to do it, and I was like, you know, let's do it. You know, I'll do it. You know, and I love George. Like, he's cool as hell, because he's not one of those that like. He's not one of those where we're like, oh, you know, I'm giving him clothes. You know, he's, you know, this, he's that, you know. No, he knows. All I got to do is wear his clothes and lift with the crew, and that's it. You know what I mean?
So lifting crews is damn near like car club. Like it's
Well, they're out there. You know what I mean? There's
a team. You guys are a team. You're sponsored, and then
Yeah.
you guys all rep a squad, and then
Yeah.
what, you guys go like to gyms together?
Yeah,
Or
we'll
how
go to
does
the
that
gyms. But, you know, working out with somebody, I've always been the type of person I want to work out by myself, you know what I mean? But in all reality, working out with people, it's better, because your muscle grow. So you're doing 10 reps, you know, you're going to, those last 2 reps is what really counts. And most of the time when you work out by yourself, you don't have the energy and the strength to push those last
Kinda
2.
give those-
You kind of
you give up.
Yeah, you give
Or
up.
just let it-
So when you're working with people, they motivate you, they push you, they make you push those last 2. Those last 2 are the ones that help. Those last 2 are the ones that make your muscle tear and grow.
Really?
So it's always good, you know. It's always good, you know, getting 3-4 homies and you guys do sets of 20 burpees each. Da 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 da. Boom. Da da da. You know, it motivates you, it gets you going. You know, it motivates you. You know, you go, I'm gonna do 30 I'm gonna do 30 push-ups, and then you stop at like 27. I'm done. But when you see the other homie do 30, you got to do your 30.
Yeah.
And then when he sees you do the 30, you got to do your 30. And then, hey, we're going to do 4 sets of 30. And you got to do it now, because he's going, you're going. But if you say in yourself, you know, it does depends on how strong your mind is, you know. But, you know, I'm done. I'll do the other ones tomorrow. So that's the reason
Gives you that extra.
oora, you know what I mean? So
Are you like in your best physical shape you've ever been?
yeah. Well, I just
Right now?
recently dropped. I was 240. I was benching 420. I was benching 420 pounds. That was my max. And I went to the doctors. I wasn't sleeping good. I was grinding my teeth. I was waking up gasping for air, and the doctor's like, dude, you got to drop some weight. So I was like, all right. So I dropped.
Like that? You're getting fucking all big?
I had no neck.
Your head is just placed right there. Huh? Like,
Yeah, you know, and I dropped weight, and I'm kind of like,
you remind me of this. Oh, I don't even know what that's called. I'm not gonna even know what to click. I don't know what it's called, but fucking, you so like, why are you in your best shape right now? You like, are you? I remember when I seen you at the Foosgonewild up in the shit. We did a push-up contest. You like the Burpee King right here? Do you think can anybody beat you, or do you think
no. Yeah, my burpee game is not as strong as like the Burpee King and Cuervos Moses and
they could beat you?
Oh yeah, they
could take you out.
Oh yeah, they could take me out.
You admit
doubt about
that?
I admit that. Yeah, I know they can. Yeah, you know, those guys, they're a different and the other one Kaba, I forget.
He
my
could take
bad.
you out.
Yeah, they're because that's their workout. That's what they do. You know what I mean? That's the rutina. You know what I mean? That's they focus like the Burpee King. The Burpee King, that's what he does. He does burpees. You know.
But is that like a weak thing to do? Like just
No,
burpees? Or
no,
better to
no,
focus
no,
on
no.
all the shit in the gym. Like
no. If you could sit there and you have the mindset to do, you know, 200-300 burpees a day, do that. You're gonna get it. You're gonna grow some muscle. You're gonna look good.
Why don't you do that?
I like to lift weights. I like to
What
lift
do you mean?
weights.
Why?
I like to push. I like to push weight. I like to lift heavy.
Wait,
I
what
like
does this
to-
mean? Like people, because people,
Cali- there's
I don't
like-
get this.
there's
the
iron,
gym shit.
There's,
Like,
I- there's people that could do push-ups. I could do push-ups. I could do push-ups all day. Push-ups, normal push-ups. I could do sets of 80. I could do sets of 90. I can do push-ups. You know, as far as burpees, I can get them done. But as far as me doing, you know, 200, 300, 400 a day, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But I can go to the gym and I can lift for 2-3 hours a day. I can lift 380 pounds. I can bench 420. You know, I can push, I could do that. That's what I love to do. You know
So
what I
how
mean?
often are you in the gym?
I
Every
go
day?
every day. Yeah, I try
Two
to go
times
every
a day, or-
No. At least one. At least once. That's what I like to do.
I want to go over a couple trending topics and shit, bro. How are you like on the internet a lot or what?
No,
Nah.
not that much.
Have
What
you
we
been
got?
seeing Have you been seeing what's going on over there in Mexico?
Yeah, I have. That's
With the
crazy.
cartels and
Yeah,
shit?
I've been kind of reading. You got to understand that the reason why I think they get like that is because those narcos help the people more than I think the government. Am I right or wrong? I think they do. You know what I mean?
What do you mean, like by giving back to the community?
Giving back to the community. They give back. So when they go and they killed him, the people go ballistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They go ballistic because that's the guy who was helping him, like Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar built cities. He built schools. He built soccer arenas. The government didn't do it. He did it.
Yeah.
So when they killed him, they go crazy. That's what's, I guess, going on in Mexico, right?
Do you think it's better off if he was alive?
That's a hard question to answer. I don't know, because he was doing the drugs and bringing things, but he was also giving back. He was giving back to the community. He was building. We don't know what he was like actually building or doing, but he was giving back. You know what I mean?
Do you think Trump had anything to do with that?
I don't know.
'Cause
That's what
I know that like he was trying to apply pressure on the
Trump-
Mexican president.
Trump is wild, man. I try to just stay far away from anything that guy he's like I used to make skits about him and everything, and I just said, man, I'm turning everything away from him. I don't even want to have anything to do with that guy.
Really?
He's like just bad juju. You know what I mean? I don't know. He's just I don't have anything against him. I don't have anything for him. It's like I always tell people it's like out of my tax bracket. You know what I mean? That's out of my tax bracket.
You weren't a Latino for Trump.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not a Latino for Trump. I'm not a disqualification for Trump. I don't. If Trump walked by me, I would walk right by him, and he walks right by me, and that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's how when I work, I'm in the same thing. When they try to ask me for advice at work, what do you think about this? I say, you know what, man, that's out of my tax bracket. I don't. I'm not really into politics. It's out of my tax bracket. You know what I mean? I live a comfortable life, and that's it. You know what I mean? Because I trip out on like. If gas goes up to $7, they start blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But what can you do? You have to pay the $7. You have to. What is yelling and complaining and bitch? You got to do it. You got to get to work. You know what I mean?
Do you think, but like, so since the last presidency, have you seen any change?
I actually liked, was it Barack Obama, huh?
Yeah.
I actually
No, that
liked,
was before him, it was Biden.
Biden was another one. I think Biden was the one that actually taught me how to just shut off the president. Biden was the one that just... it just taught me how to just shut off the presidentry and just, hey man, Biden was he was funny. He was just funny to me. He was just forgetting things, and he was just an old man. I think I did like 1 or 2 skits about Biden, and then I was just he's just funny, man. He's just funny. But like I say, man, me and the president, I stay in my lane and they stay in their lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. What do you think about all these streamers coming to OC and streaming and shit?
Oh, I
T.I.,
know. I saw that guy Flame. I know, and talking about the slums, but they're over there eating our tacos.
Oh,
right or wrong, right?
That's how you feel?
They're out there eating our food. They're out there eating them, out there at the Santa Ana at was it next Old Town? Was it that club? They're out there at that downtown Santana. You know what I mean? We're known, man. Santana's known. That's what I love about my city. We're known, man. You know what I mean? We are known for it's crazy. You know what I mean? Before, I remember back in the days, it was Anaheim, Anaheim. I love Anaheim, you know what I mean? Because, Disneyland, Anaheim, Anaheim. And now I like, hey, Anaheim, I think, like, I'll give love, to me, it's like Anaheim. It was always like, oh, Orange County, by Anaheim, you know what I mean? Anaheim, because Disneyland and, whatever. But, Santana's on the map, man. We are there, you know what I mean? Just like I always give, Orange County, as much as far as the counties, it's always going to go LA County. LA County is always, known more, and then it goes to Orange County, and then it goes, San Diego.
Not for long, man. Stop playing.
We're trying, you know me. Hey, no. You got to give love, though. I'm not a hater. I got OC tatted on me 4 times, I got Santana tatted on me everywhere, I love my city. You know what I mean? I love my
Santa
city.
Ana, is Santa Ana, like, you being from Santa Ana, you always beefed it with Anaheim fools or what?
Nah, I never did. Never. Our beef always came from within our neighborhoods inside. You know what I mean?
Tustin, huh?
Yeah, Tustin. But I trip out. So I don't know if you guys know. If you guys know, back in the '90s. I mean, people from the '90s knew we didn't go to Tustin. We stayed away. We used to call Tustin Bustin. Tustin Police Department was no joke. Tustin, Irvine, we stayed far away from them. So if you go over McFadden, as soon as you go over the bridge, that's Tustin. You know what I mean? We that was no
King's,
area.
isn't that like King's Liquor right
Yeah,
there?
we stay far away. We never used to go to Tustin. We used to call it Bustin.
Were those fools active back in the day?
It wasn't
too?
about being active. It was not about being active. It was more
the
about
cops.
the cops.
Oh, dang.
The cops. The cops were no joke back in my days in cost. They used to say we used to call them busted. You came over.
Oh, like you get busted.
yeah,
going to
busted. That's
Tustin.
what we used to call busted. We ain't going to busted. Nope. So my era, we stayed far away from Tustin. We did not go into Tustin. We just stayed in Santa Ana. That's why I tripped out. Like, you know, like in my era, we stayed in Santa Ana. You know what I mean? We stayed there. Like Anaheim to us, Buena Park was like, holy crap, that was like 10 hours away. But literally, it's only like 4 miles, right? But like
when you're walking,
yeah,
when you're young.
so like our one of the hot spots back in the days was Knott's Berry Farm. And if you guys remember old school, the '90s era, the McDonald's at Knott's Berry Farm was the spot. We used to go there and everybody used to go and hang
Going
out
with the
there.
big train.
Yes,
They took that shit away.
They took it down because somebody got shot there.
Oh, is that
Somebody
why?
got shot. I know who it was. So there was a shootout there.
Oh,
there was a
shit.
shootout there. There was a shootout there. That was, and they ended up. There used to be picnic tables in the front. There used to be. It used to go down there. So Knott's would end like around 10, and that was the place to go because all the girls, everybody would be leaving. Everybody go to McDonald's.
Parking lot pimping or
Oh,
what?
let's roll to McDonald's. Let's roll to McDonald's. Knott's Berry Farm. Yeah. Who remembers? All my Santa Ana active members out there when Knott's Berry Farm had Cinco de Mayo, go to Knott's for 5 cents. Who remembers
I remember that. Oh, I did school to go to that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
The streets were popping. They shut it down. Remember?
Damn, I remember that, bro.
That's a lot.
I really do remember that.
They thought that was a good gimmick. Ended up biting them in the ass. It was
What?
5 cents, right?
You just
Cinco
brought
de
back a
Mayo.
core memory right there.
Yeah,
That's like around the time when the Angels won too. I remember.
it was
When the
crazy.
Angels, when the Angels won the World Series, that was like.
You guys, if anybody wants to know, I'm sure if you look it up on YouTube, it was broadcasted over the news and everything. The streets were flooded with people. Hilarious. That was back in the days.
You think? Are you still like out here in Ocila?
Yeah,
Days or not?
I come.
So
Yeah,
you live without the 15?
yeah.
Not
I live in
fucking
Corona.
over there.
Yeah, I know. Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you.
15?
Hey, like, what did next Friday say? As soon as I got some money, I was gone. Remember?
That's how you did it?
Remember what did he say on next Friday, right? Friday after
Yeah.
next when he moved to Ranch Cucamonga.
Yeah, that's
Said
you?
The minute
You got some
So-
money and you dipped?
I bought a house and you know for living in Orange County is just too expensive. You know, straight up. I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? And it just was too expensive. I couldn't afford to live here, and for the house the loan amount that I received that they gave me, I could either buy a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom condo in Orange County or go buy a house in Corona. You know what I mean? I have kids. You know what I mean? You know, and so I bought a nice house in Corona, in Temesco Valley, you know, rather than.
So you making that drive all the time?
Well, I used to work.
Where do you work?
I used to work in Orange County. Now I work in Chino, so it's not that bad.
cool.
So I work off the 15. And I work nights, so I don't hit no traffic. I don't hit no traffic.
IE now, my boy.
No, ain't nothing out there
You're
in
gonna
the
pop
IE.
up with an IE tap.
Oh
bro.
hell
Let me
no! Oh,
find
come
out.
on, man. Shh. I ain't nothing out there. There's nothing out there, dude. Where I live, there's nothing. No.
So what do you do for
There ain't
fun?
even no taco places out there.
Fuck no.
Hey,
What city?
if
Marietta?
anybody is thinking about making a business, I'm telling you guys, go to Corona or go to Temesco Valley and open up a damn taco. It will sell. There ain't no tacos out there, man. It's a trip. It's a
Is
trip.
it because they regulate though? Maybe?
No, it's because they're more the taco places are more like new estilo style, you know what I mean? Like $8 tacos, you know what I mean? You know, steak tacos with, you know, it's not like old school
tacos with
tacos.
cholos and
Yes,
shit.
exactly. You know what I mean? There ain't no like tacos, you know, there ain't no.
Fool, you need to make it then.
I know, huh? I'm gonna do it. Let's go.
Get
Little
some-
taco truck. Taco trucks ain't allowed in Corona. The taco trucks aren't allowed in Riverside. And I either not no
Only
taco
Santa
trucks.
Ana shit, my
I know,
boy.
yeah, you're right.
Not nowhere out
Yeah,
there.
taco trucks are
LA
not
and
allowed
shit.
anywhere, dude. It's a trip. I never knew that. Taco trucks are not allowed, like construction sites or anything. No taco trucks, man. It's a
Oh
trip.
my gosh, man. Shout out to Gorilla Flix. Juice and Lock consistently putting me on to interesting people from OC with a $10 super chat.
Is that
I
Gorilla?
appreciate you, man. Yeah, Gorilla Flix, the #1 director in Orange
Oh,
County.
I
You
thought
know-
that was a Gorilla Monster drink. The energy?
No, no, no.
Oh, they hooked me up with some energy drinks. A Gorilla. I thought that's who it was. I was like, oh dang, those guys are pretty cool.
Oh, so you get hooked up? You get hooked up with like you be getting hooked up a lot?
But yeah, Gorilla energy drinks set me up some drinks.
Hell yeah. Shout out to everybody in the live, man. I know it's our first live. We just did this unannounced. I was about to do a whole interview on bro, but he said I got some shit I want to talk. He want to talk about some rappers and shit. If anybody in here has music, send it in the chat and we'll review it. My boy been doing this thing out in Santa Ana for a long time. He's one of the like most viral what would you say what you do? What would you call
I have
that?
fun
Like
on
skit
social
maker?
media.
Like
No. I have fun on
influencer?
I have fun on social media. That's what I do. I have fun on social media.
What do you
The
what is your
word- the
goal
word-
with the videos? Like,
the
what's
word-
your goal with your videos you do? Are you trying to just get a bag? Are you trying to just be funny and offer
just
people
trying to-
smiles?
That's exactly what I'm trying to do, man.
Are you trying to be an actor?
I'm just trying to lighten up. I'm just trying to make people's day, man. I'll
That's
be
what you
honest
do it
with
for.
I love it.
Just like
I
make
love
people
it.
smile. You
Exactly.
you were like
Yes.
kind of like a class clown. Would you
Yes.
say when you were
Oh.
young?
I was most likely to. I was class clown like 3 years in a row.
For real?
Shout out to Loma Vista High School, junior high school, class clown. Hey, you guys said I was gonna be class clown. Boom, I made it. But I just you guys though sobriety. I push sobriety. I got 13 years clean and sober. You know what I mean? So when I get DMs about sobriety and when I get DMs about, dude, I seen one of your videos and you made my day. Those are what I love, man. Those hit me.
beautiful.
Those hit me, man. Those hit me really good. About you made me laugh. You made me. I watched your video. My son showed me your video. Like especially when I hit videos that are real. Like when I do something and I'll do a skit and it's of real like. I did another one about my socks, the diabetes socks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did that one. That one got like 5 million views where I had diabetic socks. And I did one with my glasses where I was gangbanging and I put my glasses on, kind of like that. I'm like, who's that guy? And I get videos and like, dude, that's how us old school guys are now. You know what I mean? Where I need glasses now. You know what I mean? I need glasses. It's like, I wish that I could wear these. I wish that I could look cool right
But
now.
you can't see now.
I can't see. I don't even know if I'm staring at you.
Straight
I wish
up.
I could sit here and wear these on this podcast. Simon, order, answer questions. Yeah, but I can't.
Yeah.
I gotta wear these.
We see. You said you're not gonna be fighting in the next Foosgonewild event. Are you gonna be a referee again?
Whatever little mystery wants, whatever little mystery hits me up about. I haven't. When did I talk to him last? I think I talked to him a couple weeks ago.
That's what you call him by, Mr. Little E, or you know him by his personal name? Or?
I just know him. We talk. We just talk.
Do you know what he looks like without the mask?
He's Raza. Yeah,
He's Raza.
I know. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's cool. I like him.
Yeah. Why? How come he doesn't reveal his face? You think
He's just one of those.
Will he ever do that?
He's just one of those that just doesn't want the fame.
Oh, so he's doing it more to like he don't want fame.
don't
So
want
it's more
fame.
like
Somebody had told me there's a famous philosopher or something about that says something about fame. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about it because I don't really know about it. But somebody had told me that's what he kind of lived by or something about some famous philosopher who said it's better to be not known than known or something like that. I don't know. So he just doesn't, as far as I know, he just doesn't want fame or something like that. I don't know him on like that personal level like that. You know what I mean? I have his assistant's number, who if I need to reach out to him or he reaches out to me, his assistant hits me up. Hey, Little Mystery wants to know if you go. I'm like, yeah, shoot, let's do it. And then I'll hit him up on the DMs or whatever, and then we'll communicate that way. You know what I mean?
is he the most famous person you know?
Yeah. Well, no, I know a couple. I know a couple people. Yeah. The Mayans. I know a couple of guys from the Mayans who I talked to.
The show?
The show, yeah. The show.
The OG, the main actor dude. What's his name? Fucking the main actor from Mayans.
Richard. Richard Cabral. I don't know if you know his Coco.
Are you talking about the dude from the famous actor from Walking Dead?
Oh, no. I'm talking about the Mayans. You seen the Mayan show, right?
Yeah.
Right. Richard Cabral. Coco. He was one of the actors on that.
Let me see. Richard Cabral?
Yeah. Is it Richard Cabral or Richard Cabral? Coco? Him, yeah.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, he's famous as fuck.
He actually paid for my school to go to a school of acting. He paid for
Really?
he paid for me and about 4 other homies.
Why, he saw some potential in
He
you?
just he did I used to be from this crew, this acting crew, and it was an acting crew. Not gonna mention who it was, and he paid for our schooling with Anthony Gallardo School of Acting. 5 of us, five of us, 6
and
of us.
You owe it to him to
he's
him
cool.
to be doing
Yeah,
more
he's cool.
acting then. So
Yeah.
what's the next step? Like, how do you go from doing skits to getting in movies, getting on Netflix, getting a fucking...
You gotta. I don't know, man. You gotta just. I ask people that all the time. Like, what I know I know I'm missing something in my social media that I just don't know.
They're
What to do.
gatekeeping the information from you.
No.
Those
Don't
want to
me.
give you the information?
It's. I think it's me that's just not hitting the next step. I think, and it has a lot to do with time. I think, you know what I mean. Just time. I get Monday off. Monday's my only day off. You know what I mean. Like I said, I work. You know what I mean. I work. I got a mortgage. You know. I got bills. You know. I got kids. You know. So like Monday's like my day off. That's when Monday's perfect. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, you don't know how perfect that is.
Oh, yeah.
You know. And my son has baseball practice right after this. I got to go to baseball practice.
Oh, really?
So like my days are packed, you know. So I just time is you know, I get hit up, you know, by people that want to do skits. Hey, do you have this? Can we do that? Can you do that? And some of those people do social media as their full-time job. So they're like, hey, can you come on a Wednesday? I'm like, no, I can't go on a Wednesday. Can you come like on a
So
Thursday?
you're not available.
No, I can't
You
go on
gotta
a
be
Thursday. Yeah.
available.
Same thing with acting. You know, hey, are you?
Bro, you
available?
gotta make that. You gotta make that jump. There
I
comes a
gotta-
time in your life
I know, bro,
you
but I
gotta
also,
just-
hey.
you jump, bro, and you're either gonna fall or you're gonna
Yeah,
fly.
well, I mean, I wish I could. On the first when I mail my mortgage in, I wish I could be like, hey, dude,
we all
bank,
did it. Everybody
hey,
did
bank,
it.
hey, Chase, dude, I'm sorry, you know, I can't pay the mortgage this month because I was on set for 2 weeks and the check hasn't came in. Can I get you back next month? Chase is gonna be like,
Damn.
get your ass out of that house, fool.
You gotta
You know
figure
what
it
I mean?
out, man. To everybody watching, man.
But you are right,
gotta
yes.
Figure it out. It's something that happened, bro. It's something that I don't know what you gotta do, but everybody does it in a different way. But if
Is this your full-time gig? You work or no? This is what you do?
no,
right?
I've been working like 5, I don't know how many years. I've just been doing the social media thing. But it's the same thing like you said, but like I had to figure out some fucking
Yeah, but
way.
that means I gotta cut my hair like you and stuff like that.
Ah, you're willing to do anything to go viral, bro.
You know what?
You're willing to do
I know. Yeah,
anything.
you're right. You know,
I seen you wearing fucking boxers with the holes in it and shit.
I actually, so if you go back, like I used to do a lot of like sucia skits. I used to wear like wigs and nails and everything like that, you know. And it was my son. When I used to tell my son, hey, you know, if anybody at school or if anybody, you know, because he's in high school, if anybody in school makes fun of you, your dad for doing that, let me know. I'll stop. You know, I'll stop. You know, I'll stop doing that. You know, and he was like, no, you know, it's cool. But then like I saw my son, you know, going to high school and you know doing that, and I was like, you know what, maybe me doing these wigs and you know nails and everything. They were funny. They were hitting. They were popping. But maybe I shouldn't do this. You know what I mean? I shouldn't do these.
So you stopped doing it?
Yeah, I stopped doing like I
You
used to
saying
put.
that's like Illuminati, bro? They say that if you it's like a humiliation ritual, you be wearing a skirt on the.
No. I never wear a skirt, but like I wear a wig and I wear some nails. And one of the videos, I don't know if you've seen it, went viral too. I made fun of people that actually think they look good doing that. I don't know. So I just was like, I gotta stop doing these sucia skits. You know what I mean?
The internet, man. Fuck. I know a lot of people get a lot of enjoyment from your skits, bro. I see them all the time, and I'm like, you're funny as hell, bro. You made me laugh several times, and I remember when I met you at the Foosgonewild.
I didn't even know that was you. I told you, this guy came up to me. I don't know how it happened, right? But I was like, whatever. And then he's like, it's me, Juice Unlock. I'm like, fool, why don't you have something that says Juice? You didn't have anything, I think.
They got my mic, but that's when that day.
Oh, you handed me the mic.
That day, bro, actually like kind of changed my life, I would say.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. That day I was overwhelmed. Like I told you, I was overwhelmed. So I think
it was a really dope event, bro. Shout out to Foosgonewild.
I think you
man.
did hand me the mic, and like I just blah, 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 and
well, when I was interviewing, I did a whole interview on you, and I don't think you knew it was me. And I
No,
was like,
I
I was
didn't.
saying things, and then I didn't think you caught it. We did like a whole push-up thing, but yeah, I instantly recognized you as one of them, you know, guys from the city. That shout out to Foosgonewild because I met like fuck, I met so many people that
Yeah.
night that led into so many other opportunities. Like I met full community there that day.
Yeah.
Ended up now we got like a show together that we're gonna be
Well,
launching.
is he doing something with Mono too now or no? I just seen
Mono was just on his show, yeah. He was on the live show.
I
and shit.
saw
They're
the
gonna
other day.
they're gonna be fighting, I think. Mono versus
What
what
I think is messed up though, and I may be saying wrong, but the full community was he posted something like a couple hours later, and he was kind of talking masa on what happened.
Yeah.
You know, on
I
the
posted
whole,
it.
He was kind of talking
Because
about.
I interviewed him and he
Yeah.
said that. So can you settle that? Can you settle that for once and all? Who you're the referee?
Yeah.
Who won that fight? Square officially.
J-Rod.
He won that.
Yeah, he won that. I
You
was right
watching
there.
it in the ring.
Yeah,
First
he
person
was.
view.
Yeah, he
took that.
He was. Yeah, he won. I was
No
right
competition.
there. No, he wasn't. Mono was turning his back too much. They said Mono quit, and I asked Mono. I think he said Mono quit, right? They're like, Mono, do you quit? And he kind of was like, he didn't quit. So that was the thing that they kind of were like, oh, hey, he quit. He didn't. I didn't hear him quit. But J-Rod was
The victor.
yeah, and I think it had a lot to do with because Mono was just tired. You know what I mean? And J-Rod just was hungry, you know, he wanted it. But yeah, I was right there. I seen it.
So you didn't like that you saw after that was talking shit saying that.
Yeah,
He said he said that it was rigged.
How can that be rigged? How? And then the funniest thing in the world is that fool threw out statistics. 85. He said like 85% of I'm like,
He watched it back and counted the punches. Hey, Top Fool is a real fucking.
No, I met him before. I know.
When anyone's
But
boxing,
it
that's
wasn't.
what becoming
But
with the post.
if you really want to go statistic wise, then I mean, it wasn't sanctioned. It wasn't a real fight.
Yeah.
There was they weren't using 8-ounce, 10-ounce gloves. They weren't this. They weren't that. You really want to get technical. I used to box. You know, I know you come on, you know. That just threw me off when I think he said like 85% of the punch. I was like, this fool, 85. Come on, what kind of statistic is that?
Hey, I can just imagine that fool right there. Like,
But am I right? He did do that, huh?
He looked at all the punches because he wanted to make a point. He said that.
But in order for you to make a point, you gotta have the correct.
Yeah.
You gotta
But
have
not for the punches landed. I mean, punches landed is punches landed.
But he threw a statistic out. It was like 85% of something, and that's when I was like, 85% of what? And I think everybody went at him. But then, like, you know, he was talking, and then now he's gonna do something like that. So like, that's what I'm coming back about.
It's gonna be on the Foosgonewild card though, because Compa Raiders gonna fight, bro. There's nobody you want to call out. Take the opportunity right now.
I don't do that, man. I'm way above. I'm like, I don't mean to like say anything about it. I don't mean to like talk, but I'm like way. Like there is no way. Like I have no.
It's not happening.
It's not. It won't happen. Like I'm not gonna go out there, and I'm not. You know. I no. Unless somebody calls me out. So if anybody wants to call me out, then I'll think about it. But as far as me beefing with somebody and wasting my energy and I ain't gonna do that. But if you want to call me out and you want to, I will do it. I will do it. But you got to call me out. But I'm not gonna do that, man. You know. But if you call me out, I'm gonna come for it.
Somebody call this fool out, please. I'm gonna clip this part. I'm gonna go scrub this footage just for this.
I'll come at it. I guarantee. I'll say it again. I guarantee whoever calls me out is gonna he's gonna wish he never did. That's what I'm saying.
Like that.
But
What about Big Boy from San
no, that's
Clemente?
too big. No,
You just said all that shit, and now you
that's a big guy.
What?
But
How big is he? He can't be too tall. He don't look that big.
But he's another one. Like he wouldn't. He like I met him before. You know, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
If hypothetically he would you get in the ring with that full Big Boy?
Probably not. That's no real. I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I just
Why?
wouldn't. I don't know. It's like that's.
You just got done. Oh my god, bro.
If he calls me out, then it's something different.
Then if that fool called you out, you wouldn't deny it?
What? You're gonna twist these words, man. I can tell you already.
Oh fuck.
I ain't calling nobody out because then that's how I just don't want that, man. Just don't want that negativity, you know. Maybe a few years back. Maybe
we're talking about putting some gloves on, getting in the ring for the gloves.
No. What do you mean? We're going bare knuckle. Whoever calls me out,
This was
Kumite style.
You wouldn't go bare knuckle with big boy.
I ain't go bare knuckle with nobody.
should, like,
I'm old.
dunk,
Hey,
dunk.
the day that I got jumped by those Edgars, the day we threw blows with those Edgars, dude, you know, I was in bed for like 4 days after that, dude. I called in sick. I remember I called in sick. Yeah, I was like, hey, here I am doing, 100 push-ups every day, blah, working out, rah, 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 and then next day I'm like, oh, my back. I'm too old, man. I'm too
The
old.
Edgar sent you to the ER.
Edgars, they took it. I
Can't
was,
spell ER without Edgar.
yeah, I know. I was hurting, man. I remember that. I was hurting.
That's
for a
fucking
while.
hilarious, bro. Hey, don't take these Edgars lightly, bro. Just because they got the little extra hair on the top, they be fucking with that hammer on their waist, and they be with a gang of homies, and they'll jump you. They don't care if you're OG, triple OG.
And their pants fit them. Their pants
Yeah.
fit them. Like what? They ain't all big like when we used to be
Oh
like
my
50.
God.
That girl, they wear jeans that fit them. Not that I'm just looking at you, but they wear
Which one looks at my jeans, y'all? Oh my
they
god.
wear jeans that fit them, and they wear like multicolored denim pants in there, and then they wear like, I don't know, it's a trip. Hey, but one thing we didn't touch base on, man. I wanted to, put, if we're gonna come to an end is sobriety, man. So sober, you know what I mean? For all those that know, my whole reason I love this platform, I love having this platform, is to speak on sobriety. You know what I mean? I have 13 years clean and sober. I was out there in the dumps. I was homeless. I was doing drugs. I was drinking. I was going nowhere with my life. I was sleeping on my mom's garage. I was sleeping on my mom's couch in the garage. I had nothing going for my life. I had no money. I had no job. I had nothing. You know what I mean? I was down as you could be down and was going down lower. You know what I mean? And August 28, 2013, I made the best decision of my life, and that was to admit that I was powerless over drugs and alcohol, and admitted I needed help to conquer this. And I've been clean and sober ever since, man.
13 years.
13 years clean and sober. And that's the reason why I love this platform. I love this platform is because I can preach on sobriety and know that I have an audience, or I have somebody out there to know that, hey, I did it. I did it. I did it. So I give people hope that they can do it. And that's why I preach on sobriety. Any chance I get, I love speaking on sobriety, and I'm very open about my sobriety. So people that are dealing with substance, people that are dealing with alcohol, people that are dealing with drugs, if you need anything, if you ever need anything, man, I always tell people to reach out to me. I always have my DMs open. I always have anything. My TikTok handle is the same as well. Reach out, man. I may not be able to help you.
Like,
I may not be able to help them.
what?
I can help them. I may not be able to tell them, the right way, but I can most likely, whatever they are going through, I've been there. I did it. And I could give them some advice. I could tell them what needs to be done. If I can help them, I will try to help them. But come on, guys. Sobriety is awesome.
Off everything, like, you don't think people could drink or smoke weed, or what?
I can't. I can't. I like I said before. I have an addictive personality. I don't know
Damn,
how to do
I'll
things.
smoking the pen in front of
No,
you.
I don't care. No,
It's cool.
I don't
should've
care.
asked.
I don't care. No, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm
No.
past that point now. I'm past
Yeah.
that point. I went to an event a while back, and I had I'm not gonna say the event. I had VIP access, and I had a green room access and everything. And I walked into the green room, and they were chalking them up.
Oh, damn, that.
And I was right there chilling. You know what I mean? But once I smelt it, I was like, okay.
NOC?
LA. It was LA. And once I started, because it has an odor, so I smelled it. I was like, okay, I gotta get out of here. But I'm cool. I can be around anything. I'm a stronger person. I'm a stronger person than that now.
That was a rap show or what?
It was a rap show. Was it a rap show? Yeah. I'm not saying it was them, but it was just the people there. The other fans and people that were able to go. The people basically, not the actual. But just sobriety is awesome, and I always tell people, and I always preach it, sobriety is awesome if you give it a chance, you know what I mean? And I ain't talking about, if you drink a beer or two, like if you're really, really, like I just got done telling you about me, I was in the pits, I was homeless, I was sleeping in the back of my truck, I was sleeping in my mom's garage, I had no home, I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together, And that's why I had to get my life right. I had to get it right. You know what I mean? I had to get right. I had to give up. I had to ask for help. And the hardest thing for us as men to do, and especially Latinos, is ask for help.
Sure enough.
I had to ask for help, and whoever you ask for help, ask for help. I asked the man upstairs for help. I
Did it yourself, cold turkey.
I had to. My pastor, my church, my people, that's who I asked for help. And I didn't go to no sober living. I didn't go to no AA. I didn't do anything. I just locked myself in a room for 6 days and just fucking cold turkey, just vámonos. you know, because I was tired. I was tired of living that life.
What were you doing?
I was doing everything.
Everything.
I was doing everything except you know, shooting up. I did it all. Speed, coke. I used to drink an 18 pack a day, bottle of Jack Daniels. I used to do it all, man. You know. And,
Well, you were just like, what were you doing all that for? Were you just like running
and
for something, or were you,
and,
like,
and
tired of life,
that's
or were you kind of like just like
you know, and
bored?
that's another thing that like as men and everything. Like I started going to counseling. I started going to like counseling, and I started seeing, you know, like is that a counselor? Because I want to find that out. I want to find that out because I don't know. I don't know why I lost my dad to drugs and alcohol. My dad died of an overdose, you know, and so I used to always say, hey, you know, I'm not gonna be that person. I'm not gonna be that person. But little by little, I saw myself going down that same road as my dad did, right? And so like that answer, like what you just asked me is why I don't know, you know. And I want to figure it out. I want to figure it out, you know. Am I scared that I'm gonna relapse because if I don't find out? No, because like I said, I got 13 years clean and sober, and I love it. And
Salute, man, salute.
so I always tell people, you know, just dealing with anything, just give it a shot, man. Give sobriety a shot.
Yeah.
I guarantee. I've never met the person, and if you're out there, hit me up, man. If you're out there, hit me up. But I've never met a person that was sober and then said, man, fuck being sober. We'll go back and doing drugs. I hate being sober, and then go back and do drugs.
That's real.
So if that's you, hit me up, man. I want to talk to you and say how, you know, like I said, I've never met somebody who's been 2 years sober and all of a sudden just be like, you know what, fuck being sober. I'm gonna go back and get fucked up. Let's go. Because when you become sober, life just starts placing its pieces in order. You know what I mean?
Better.
It gets better. Like me, you know, I was sleeping in my mom's garage, you know, and then I got sober, and then, you know, I got an apartment, and then I got a little house, and then I got this, and then I got a job, and then I got a good paying job, and then I got a union job, and then I got this, and then I got a house, and I bought a, you know, condo, and then I bought a house, and I was like, holy shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, and
God, right?
yeah, oh yeah,
When
God
you got
was the
sober,
biggest thing.
you found God too.
Oh yeah. I've always known about God. I've never always known about God, but I didn't have a relationship with God, you know. And I had a really good relationship with God. Once I got clean and sober. My relationship with God now, I mean, I hate saying this, isn't as strong as it used to be. But that's a situation that, you know, I'm dealing with him, me and him. You know what I mean? But I still talk to him every day. I still, you know, I drive 20 minutes to work every day, and I'll be honest, that's when I kind of just talk to him, you know what I mean? Hey, what's up, guy? You know, blah, blah, blah. Help me out today, you know, kind of pissed, you know, hey, this happened. Let's see what happens, you know, now, hey, I got to go to work. It's going to be a long day. Got 12 hours a day at work, you know, stuff like that, you know what I mean? But, you know, so.
Shout out to my guy, the Tough Gym. Tell the people where they can follow you, bro. And tell them, give the people some like last words, what you want your message to be with any motivation you want to tell the people. Let them know where they can follow you, all that good stuff.
Both my handles, the TikTok is the same at the Tough Gym. My Instagram as well is at the Tough Gym. I don't really get on my TikTok that much. I need to utilize TikTok. I have 300,000 followers on TikTok. I don't even go on there.
No way.
I don't utilize. You have TikTok?
Yeah, I don't got that many followers.
I know people with like 10,000 followers who are get like crazy, you know, get free stuff from there, and I'm like, man, what am I?
I'm gonna get control of his accounts after today. I'm gonna have to manage it after this, bro.
Yeah. So like yeah, you can follow, you reach me at the Tough Gym. I'm not private, I'm direct. My DMs are open, man. They just don't come at no bullshit with me because I will block you.
You'll block your
I'll
ass.
block you, you know what I mean? I will block you in a heartbeat, you know what I mean? Don't come at me with some BS because I will block you, you know? No, I don't do legs, so don't come at me when you do leg day. I don't do legs. I don't do legs.
Never?
Every once in a while. I'm Mexican, man. We don't do legs.
Bowling,
yeah, so don't come at me with that. I've heard them all. I've heard it all. But you know, just sobriety, man. Sobriety and just love life, man. Sobriety and love life. You know what I mean? I'm on social media, like I said a little while ago. I'm on social media to have fun and make people laugh and make people smile. You know, and you just never know what you're gonna find on my page. You know, because I'll have a push-up video one day, and then I'll have a skit the next day, and then I'll have a workout video the next day, and then I'll be at an event the next day, and then I'll be here doing a podcast today, and then, you know, my social media, I don't keep it one based. I'm everywhere, man. You know what I mean? You know, I'm everywhere, and I want to have positive feedback. You know, I'm one of those genuinely guys that say I want positive, you know, positive stuff. You know, I want to spread positivity. I want to spread sobriety. I want to spread love. I want to spread it all, man. You know what I mean?
Sobriety is cool.
Sobriety is cool, man. Sobriety is cool. Sobriety is the best. You know what I mean? 13 years clean and sober right here, and I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's right. Hey, bro, thank you for pulling up on me today, man. Real one from
Hey.
Santa Ana right here in the building. They say I don't be bringing no real ones on the pod.
I'm the one that tells you that.
Yeah, he's the one that tells me. He's always in my fucking case. Like, hey, you need to bring some real ones. A lot of people tell me that, and I've been making the effort this year. We bringing some real ones through here, y'all. We're gonna do a lot more live. I know it's our first live. I don't got like 1 million people in here, but grow with us, man. Grow with us. Look, whatever we had today, we're gonna be quadruple that by the end of the year. So I'm gonna make the effort to start going live more. Let me know if you want me to bring my boy back. Usually they're gonna be from this space, but shout out to you. Thank you for pulling up on me.
And I'm on this guy's comments all the time. I'm on there. I'm on there.
He's rating y'all rappers. He's going in there like this motherfucker sucks. He's dropping lemons and shit. He's right here.
Some of these guys pop. Who's this guy from Anaheim? I'm like, where do you find these guys? I've said that a few times. So if you see me commenting on this guy's page, it's not hate. It's just question. I want to question.
Constructive
Who is
criticism.
this? I found that's how I'll be honest with you. I think that's how I came across Capri's page and who he is, you know, and I started.
See, they're finding people.
And I started following. I started following him, and then I actually met up with him at a show, and then we met. No, oh my bad. I met up. I actually met him at the Food Community New Year's Eve bash.
Oh yeah, Icon.
Yes, yeah, I got invited to that, so that's when I met him, and then I was like, "You from Santa Ana, fool?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What? Shit, I don't know who this guy is, but I love him now, you know." And then he's one of those guys that preaches Santa Ana and then does his music videos in Santa Ana, you know. Exactly. And I was like, "Fool, you did your music video at the Boot Barn."
Shoot your guys' video in the city, bro. I'd love to see it. Put your music videos where you're from. Show the classic locations.
Yeah.
Anaheim, folks from Orange County. Being represented in the music. Stop going to LA and shooting your videos for LA backdrop. We not fucking with that, bro.
I don't care. Hey, and I've hit people that I've told people that I've asked people that. Well, I'm tired of always shooting at the Santa Ana water tower. Man, we have a lot of different other things. We have a lot of other places we could do. On 17th Street, there's that big sign that says "Welcome to Santa Ana." You know what I mean? Hey, go shoot your music video right there. It's right there on 17th and walking right by the Santa Ana Zoo. You go, it says "Welcome to Santa Ana." Do that or do shit. Hey. TheTuffGym music video coming soon.
Hey.
Shooting that shit at the zoo. I didn't even think about that with the changos.
Hey,
they still have the same changos there from the 80s, I think.
Man,
Man,
there in a minute.
changos.
That's hilarious.
But hey, it was good.
Start shooting y'all fucking videos in the city.
Yeah, I never seen a music video down First Street with all the. Oh, that's a good one right there, man.
That's right. Well, thank you for pulling up on me.
Always,
my boy.
man.
I
Always.
know my boy's busy. He got to gall with the fucking Corona and shit back on the 15.
As soon as I got some money, I was gone.
We up out of here, y'all. Peace out. Let me see. I gotta get over there. I'm flying to the motherfucker.